Hi people, it's me Anja, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. I feel like the title of this video is pretty self-explanatory, so let's just get started. The first book on this list is called Let Me Heal Rhyme. This story is YA contemporary and follows 3 teens from Brooklyn who try to turn their mortal friend into a major rap star by pretending that he's still alive. I really enjoyed the story because I really enjoyed the 3 distinct perspectives. Each perspective brought something new to the story, and there was never a point in time where I felt like one character blurred into another character, or that I favored one character over another. You know what I mean? Each character brought something new and nice to the story, and that was really, really well done, and I just enjoyed reading through each of their perspectives equally, so that's fun. We love to see it. We love to see an author that balances multiple perspectives well. Anyway, aside from that, I also really enjoyed the characters themselves because they were all well developed and well fleshed out, and I really enjoyed their friendship dynamic between the 3 of them, and I also really enjoyed the world building and the action-packed, fast-paced plot. This book is really good and it's really underrated, so with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Who Put This Song On? This story is YA contemporary and it follows Morgan, who feels misunderstood in her community because she's black and has depression. This book was really well done. I love it when stories tackle mental health, and I love it even more when they tackle mental health through a protagonist who's black, because the amount of stories that I've read with black main characters who have mental health themselves is just so rare. You know what I mean? I feel like it stems from the stereotype of a strong black woman or whatever, and the stereotype that having mental health makes you weak. So if you have mental health and you're black, you're no longer strong or something. I don't really know where it stems from, but it does stem from a very harmful stereotype. I feel like there should be more stories that star black people that tackle mental health, because I know that there's so many young black people out there who have mental health and deserve to see themselves represented. You know what I mean? But basically, aside from the representation, this story was so well done. It was so eloquent and just so wonderful and lovely, and the story is so underrated and for what? Because it was absolutely so good. So with that, I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a nice, solid, good story. You know what I mean? So yeah. The next book on this list is called Orange for the Sunsets. This book is a middle-grade historical fiction that follows 2 friends whose lives are transformed by Idi Amin's decision to expel Indians from Uganda in 1972. This book is so good. It was the right balance of being very insightful and educational while also being very entertaining, because I really enjoyed the 2 perspectives. This is another author who balances multiple perspectives very, very well, because both perspectives added something new to the story and they were both equally insightful. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed both characters because they were both well developed and well fleshed out, and I just really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed their friendship as well. You know what I mean? This book is so well done, and I really enjoyed it. I did already talk about it in my favorite black middle grade books, and out of all the books on that list, I felt like this one was the most underrated. So that's why I am including it in this list as well. But anyway, like I said, this story is very good because it's very insightful and very educational, and it taught me something that I was never taught about in school, so we love to see it. So with that, I highly recommend this book. The next book on this list is called Mirage. This book is absolutely so good. It's a YA fantasy that's Moroccan inspired. We love to see it, and it follows a young girl who longs for adventure, but when it comes to her, it's not quite what she expects. I absolutely just fell in love with this story because this also has such lyrical writing. Her writing is so wonderful and beautiful and just so lovely, and the way that she crafted this world was so well done because her world building is so lovely and wonderful, and every single element of this story is just so well done. Her character development, her romance, this story is so good and it's so underrated, and for what? I talked about this book in my most underrated duologies video part 1 last year, because this duology is so underrated and it's absolutely so good. The sequel as well, Court of Lions, was also really good as well. So overall, this duology is so good, and I just absolutely really enjoyed it. So with that, I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Little and Lion. This story is YA contemporary and follows a young black bisexual girl who ends up falling for the same girl that her brother likes, and it also deals with mental health because her brother has bipolar disorder. This story is absolutely so good. I really enjoyed how the author tackled mental health and sexuality, you know what I mean? This book is just so good because I just really enjoyed the world building, the plot, the character development, the main character's relationship with her brother, as well as her romantic relationship were done so well. They were just so well developed. This book is so good and it's so underrated in the YA contemporary genre. You know what I mean? I think this book deserves just as much hype as like Nicole Yoon's books. You know, this book is absolutely so good. And I did really enjoy it. I know I just talked about this book because I mentioned it in my favorite Black Creole books last week. But this book deserves so much hype. So with that, I highly recommend it. The next book on this list is a book that I just talked about in my last week's video, and it is The Good Luck Girls. This book is absolutely so good. It's YA fantasy and follows Astro and her group of friends who are outlaws from the brothel that enslaved them because they ran away. This story is so good. I really enjoyed the world building. The group dynamic between Astro and her group of friends was so wonderful. Found family is definitely one of my favorite tropes, and this story just reminded me of that because I really enjoyed the group dynamic, and I really enjoyed how each of the characters were very distinct and different from each other, yet I loved their bond. You know what I mean? This story is so well done, and I'm so excited to read the sequel in the next few months. The world building in the story is so well done. The action-packed, fast-paced plot just kept me intrigued every single step of the way, and I'm so excited to dive back into this world with these characters when I read the sequel in April. This story is so good, and it's so underrated, and for what? Because it's absolutely so good. I think that this story deserves just as much hype as other Black YA fantasies, such as like A Song of Rockets and Ruin or something like that. You know what I mean? This book is so good. It's just so good, and just so wonderful and lovely, and just so intriguing and wonderful and thrilling. You know what I mean? So with that, I highly recommend it. So in conclusion, happy Black History Month. I highly recommend all the books on this list because all of them deserve so much more hype than they have received. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite Black underrated books. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!